Maha Pujayam. Because you have come late, Mr. Raghavan. Maha Pujayam. Puja means to respect, to adore. So if that is the concept what I have in mind, then I derive a word using the basic root Maha. Maha is not a word, it's the basic form of the word Maha. And from that I derive a word. And how the words will come? Mahaniya. Mahaniya is one who is worthy of respect, adorable. Mahaniya. Mahat, that's another word. Mahima, it's another word. Mahila.
Mahila.
So these are different words which are derived from the same root Maha Pujayam. So in all these words we have got the core concept as respect, and adoration. Dubhri, next root. Dubhri. Du, bri, cha cha jaja nya. Dubhri. Bharane. Dubhri, Bharane. Bharane, we have got two meanings. One is
Bharane.
to bear. To bear. Another one is to fill. To give support is one, to bear is one, and to fill is one. So in that sense, the basic root is dubhri. Says do will go according to some grammar rules. That nya will go and br will remain, and from that the word is derived. Bharta. Bharta is one such word. Bharta. So the colloquial meaning of Bharta is husband. Concept is the same. Husband who takes care of or bears all the responsibilities of running a house. Householder. Bharta, husband. But the primary meaning is anything that bears, anything that support is Bharta. Secondary meaning is husband. That Bharta is noun, Bibharti. Bibharti, that is verb. The act of bearing, the act of filling. Bharana. Bharana is also same thing. That's a noun, Bharana. That is to bear, to support. That's to bear and support. If that is done in completeness, it is called Abharana. Abharana. The secondary meaning what we have is for Abharana is ornament. That's the secondary meaning. The basic thing is that which supports, bears, fills in totality. That is Abharana. Of course, we can link it to ornament also. That's the colloquial meaning. That is, if there is some lacuna, then to fill it up, we use something, and that is the abharana. Same way, I am a short fellow, so I go for a high-heeled shoe. So high-heeled shoe is an abharana for me because it takes off that shortcoming what I have. maybe I am not fair. So I use some powder or snow or fair and lovely, something like that, and make myself appear better. So that is an abharana, something like that. And his spectacles also is an abharana in that sense. A shortcoming with my eyes or set right when I use the spectacles. The spectacles is what I wear externally, and whatever I wear externally to fill up a gap, that's an abharana. Next root, G Jaye. G Jaye. Jaye, success, to win. And if that's the concept what I have got, I have to derive a word starting from the root G. A noun form we get in Geeta. Geeta.
Trisha ji. Trisha, Geeta. Geeta.
Geeta. Geeta. Geeta means one who has won. One is successful. Geeta. Ashwa Geeta. That's another word we get. That's why we have added Ashwa to Geeta. Ashwa, I have discussed earlier, it is equal to the sense organs. Ashwa means sense organs. Who has got control over sense organs, is a master of his sense organs, is an Ashwa Geeta. Sense Geeta. Go Geeta. Go generally we understand it as cow. Fine. But another meaning for go is the words what we utter, talk. So one has got control over his tongue, is called as Gojita. As he speaks rightly at the right time, whatever is required. He is not a chatterbox. So he is a Gojita. And the noun for word form of it is Jayati. Jayati, Jayate. You are familiar with that Satyameva Jayate. That Jayate is from this only, G Jaye. Jayati is another form of verb. Jayati, Jayate. Next root is Driha. Driha. Jighamsayam. Driha. Jighamsayam. Gha is Mahaprana. Driha. Jighamsayam. The Jighamsa is contempt, hatred. Jighamsayam. Contempt, hatred, not liking, apriti. All those things you can take under that. Driha. And the word what we derive from it is droha. Droha is betraying. So that droha comes from this jighamsayam, where there is hatred, where there is dislike, yes, ultimately results in droha, betrayal. Drihyati. That's a verb form. Drihyati. Droha is noun. Drihyati is verb. Draha jihamsayam. If there is no contempt, if there is no hatred, betrayal is not there.
Vidroha, correct? Vidroha is what? What is the meaning of Vidroha? There is another word called Vidroha, Sharmaji, correct? There is a word Vidroha.
Vidroha.
Yeah.
Right. Droha is basic. V is the upasarga or the prefix. Visheshena.
Mm-hmm.
So in a strong way, there is that hatred or betrayal. That's Vidroha. Fine. And in general parlance, Vidroha they also consider as a revolution.
Oh, okay.
That is to rise against, uprise.
Uprise, okay.
UP. So they rise against a system, and that is known as Vidroha, revolution.
Revolution, okay.
That is V plus same Droha.
Droha,
V
correct.
is the
Correct.
prefix.
The other question I have is just the way you mentioned earlier that Ashwa, one second, Ashwajita, correct? Ashwajita, and meaning of Ashwa is sense organs.
Yeah.
So
it also means horse. It has got different connotations.
Okay.
Horse is also there, I have explained, and it is the sense organs and also the rays of the sun which heat water.
Okay.
That is which converts water into water vapor by grasping it. So these are a few things I had explained.
Okay.
Here when I am speaking of Ashwajit, generally we mean a person who has control over his sense organs, who is capable of winning over or taming the sense organs. Next, Musha steye. Musha steye.
Osha, correct?
Musha.
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 Okay, Musha.
Sha is how it called? We call it as Murdhanya. Shanmukha Sha.
Shanmukha Sha. Okay.
Shanmukha Sha. Musha steye. Steya means to steal. Steya is steal. Stealthy. That's another word we can use. Stealthy or steal.
It's also steal.
Asteya.
Asteya, yes. Asteya is the opposite of steya. You're right. So from this, one noun we get is Mushika. Mushika. That's a rat. And if you observe its movement, it is very stealthy.
Yes.
Because its movement is stealthy, it is called Mushika. And it steals the food what we have kept here and there. So Mushika is the word what we get from Mushasteye.
Mushasteye.
Next root is Mlai. M-la-I. Mlai. Mlai Harshakshaye. Mlai Harshakshaye. Harsha is happiness. Harshakshaya. That is happiness is gone or is getting reduced, is lost. So in that sense, Mlai. The verb what you get for this is Mlayati. 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 So Mlayati means to get depressed. To be in a sorrowful mood. That is Mlayati. And the noun what we get from it is Mlana. Mlana.
Yeah.
Generally, we use the word like this: Mlana Vadana. Mlana plus Vadana. A sorrowful face. So, when you are depressed or when you are sorrow, imagine that face, and that is Mlana Vadana. Next root is Krisha. Krisha. K Ra U. Krisha. So this Sha is a Shankara Sha. Talavya we call it. Krisha. Ahvane Rodane Cha. Ahvane Rodane Cha. Ahvane Rodane Cha. Ahvana to invite, Rodana to cry. So in that sense, Krisha. The verb we derive from it is Kroshati. Kroshati.
Khalili, no?
Kroshati means Ahvana. Ahvayati. That's to call. It's a verb, Kroshati.
Yeah, we also say akrosh.
Akrosh, that is related to Rodana. You're right. Krosha, which is related to Rodana, and that which makes one to cry, that's Akrosha, that's anger.
Anger.
Okay, Akrosh is not.
So when I'm angry about a person and express it, that person will definitely feel like crying. Akrosha. It's also known as ire or anger also. Anger also is known as Akrosha.
How did anger come for Akrosha?
That is, Krosha got a Rodanecha to cry. So that crying can be expressed in different ways. In one way, what I do is I actually cry with tears. So that is one way of Rodana. Another way of Rodana is no tears, but I shout. That shouting is also a sort of Rodana only because I am not able to tolerate or bear it. So I shout. So that shouting, we call it as anger, intolerance. The basic thing is Rodana. Kroshati could be anything. Kroshati could be crying. Kroshati could be also calling. Ahvana, inviting.
Astu. Avgata.
Kroshakam. Kroshakam. That's the noun form of it. That which cries or that which invites. Kroshakam. Dukri Karane. Next root. You are familiar with this Dukri Karane?
Yes.
Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam. Nahi Nahi Rakshati Dukri Karane. So there in that shloka, Bhaja Govindam, it means you should pray God. You should pray God. And doing anything mechanically will not help us. That's the meaning of it. So what is that mechanical thing? These roots, they just chant mechanically. Dukri Karane, Dukri Karane, Dukri Karane. What it means, where we apply, they don't know. They just chant it and memorize the different dhatus. So memorizing different dhatus mechanically is represented by that one dhatu, Dukri Karane. That will not help you. You should pray God, you should understand God, and follow so many other things in real life. Then only you can be happy, not otherwise. That's what he meant there. So mere chanting of Dukri Karane will not help you. That Dukri Karane is one of the roots. Dukri Karane. Karana means something related with doing, work. Karoti. A simple word. Karoti. So that comes from this Dukri Karane only. Karoti. Work is called as karma. Karma is also from the same root, Dukri Karane.
Karyam.
Karya, mean Karya. Karmika. Karmika. That is one who does the work. Generally it is understood as labor force. Okay, fine. But the basic meaning is anyone who does work is called as Karmika. Karmi. Karmi. Karmika. Karana. That which is a cause for Karya. Karya is a work. So that which is the cause for that Karya is called as Karana. So it's all different words derived from the same Dukri Karane. Karana. Karana means instrument that's used for doing work. Karana. Kara, that's a hand generally used to do work. Kara. So many words are derived from this Dukri Karane. A place where work is done, Karyalaya, Karya plus Alaya. Karyalaya. So that's about dhatus. Now coming back to the Vedic concepts. In the earlier classes I have spoken about Sat, Satchit, Sachidananda. So if you listen to the recorded thing, that is I am telling to Mr. Raghavan. So if you listen to them, then you can update yourself. Today I am moving ahead. Yes, please. Now for the day, you make 3 columns. 1, 2, 3. 3 columns. Three columns. So the first column heading is Sat plus Chit plus Ananda is equal to Satchidananda. That's the column heading, first column heading. Sat plus Chit plus Ananda equals Satchidananda.
So first column Sat, Chit, Anand.
Sat plus Chit plus Ananda is equal to Satchidananda. This is the column heading for the first one. For the second one, it is Sat plus Chit equal to Satchit. Sat plus Chit equal to Satchit. And the column heading for the third one is just Sat. So just to brief through, Mr. Raghavan, Sat means that which exists, but is not aware of its existence.
Today I
So
heard,
all inert things,
today I heard the whole.
all inert things. You heard it? Okay, fine, excellent. Okay. Now I'm just giving it in columnar way, whereby we can distinguish one from the other. And the whole universe has only these 3 entities and no fourth one. You take anything, it will be either in the first one or the second one or the third one. That's the end of it. This is the foundation of Vedic science. Okay, Satchidananda, column 1. It is one and only one. Satchidananda is one and only one. The second column, horizontally, the same thing. It is many finite but innumerable. It's many and it's finite, but for me I cannot count it. That's what I mean. Innumerable. Finite, but it's definitely finite. Because I told you that what is present or what exists will exist always. What doesn't exist will never come into existence. That I have told you. It is finite, but for me to comprehend what is that finite number, it's not possible for me. It's not countable for me. Innumerable means which can be counted. But this I cannot count.
You can count. You can still count if you want.
So before that innumerable I have to add non. That I slipped. Finite but non-enumerable. Not countable. Then I come to the third column, many, and it's infinite. Let me explain a little. Here in the second one it is many, it is finite, and that many is because of thus jivatmas, because of that difference comes because of their samskaras. Because of the samskaras, one person is different from the other person. Samskara means the impressions that the soul carry. And in the third column it is many because of the proportion of the panchabhutas, the 5 elements. The 5 elements come together in different proportions, and as the proportions change, they have got many forms of Sat. In the first column, you have no problem. It is one and only one. There is no other thing. So that is point 1. Then next line. Omniscient. Satchidananda is omniscient. Second column has knowledge but not omniscient. Limited knowledge, you can say. And the third column, no awareness, no knowledge. It's just inert. So first column, what I used as omniscient, you can take the word sarvajna, that which knows all. And in second column, you can take it as alpajna. Of course, it has got knowledge, but limited. Alpajna. Third column, nil. It doesn't have any awareness, any knowledge or anything. Next point. Omnipotent. First column, next point, omnipotent. Sarvashakta. For the second column, you can easily guess Alpashakta. Alpashakta.
Is it Sakta?
Tell me. Huh?
Is it Sarvasakta?
Sarvasha, Sha, Shankara, Sha. Shakta, omnipotent. Shakti, power, capability. In Sat, we have got potential and kinetic energy, but to use it or to apply it, it cannot do on its own. We require another agency. Could be Satchit, could be Satchidananda. They have to work on Sat and make use of the potential or kinetic energy.
Yeah, got it.
Then Sarvashakta is explaining, it doesn't mean capacity to do anything. It means capacity to do whatever it wants to do without a tool, assistance or anything. Appliance or anything. Then with reference to time, I was telling the next point. Satchidananda is above time. He is not affected by time. Whereas Satchit and Sat are affected by time. Either we find change or we find movement. And for movement we need space. And space and time are together. Even modern physics, they speak of the concept time-space continuum. Where there is space, there is moment. Where there is moment, there is time. Where there is change, there is time. So they are all interlinked. Change, moment, space, time. So these two, Satchit and Sat, they are affected by time. They are bound by time. Satchidananda is one which is Kalatita. Kalatita is about time. Next, Satchidananda is a creator. But I told you very clearly, yes, it has created this universe, but not, repeat, but not Satchit or Sat. Satchidananda has not created Satchit, has not created Sat, but for these two, it has created the whole universe. And this whole physical world or universe, it has created using Sat. Sat is a raw material. Satchit also is a creator. But in the next step, that is, after Satchidananda has created this universe, out of what it has created, Satchit is able to create further. the raw material for creating mud, for example, or earth, is not created by Satchidananda. The raw material. From the raw material, Satchidananda has created mud or earth. Using that mud or earth, Satchit has created a pot. But a creation like this, Sat cannot do it. Because it doesn't have that knowledge, it doesn't have that consciousness or awareness. It is not a created, but it is a tool for creation, it is a raw material for creation. Sat is a raw material for creation. Satchidananda is a creator, Satchit is a creator. They have got that capacity. But out of what we should be very clear. Whatever Satchit creates, the raw material is earlier created by Satchidananda. Satchidananda has created wood. Satchidananda has created wood. Using that wood, Satchit has created furniture. And that wood or furniture is Sat. And that wood by itself cannot become a furniture, a chair or table. It cannot. So you need a carpenter. That carpenter is Satchit. For the carpenter to create the furniture, it needs wood. And wood is created by Satchidananda. The raw material for creating that wood is not created by Satchidananda. I think I am not confusing you.
So what created the raw materials?
Raw material just exists, is an entity. That we called it as Ambha. That's the earlier form of the 5 elements. Akasha, Vayu, Agni, Jala, Prithvi. These are the 5 elements. The earlier form of it, where even this differentiation was not there, that we call it as Ambha, Moola Prakriti. That existed, it is without beginning, it is without end. That's the original form of Sat. Out of that, Satchidananda created the 5 elements, and further combination of these 5 elements into so many things, and that is the raw material for Satchit to make further creations. Sat is the raw material for creation, and at one level the creator is Satchidananda, in another level the Satchit. Using stone, that is Sat, stone is the Sat. Using stone, Satchit can create a panel, a stone panel, that's created by Satchit. Or it can create an idol, That idol is created or sculpted by the Satchit. The raw material is a stone. The Satchit did not create stone. Stone was there and an idol was further created, sculpted. That stone, raw material, was created by Satchidananda. To create that stone, Satchidananda needs raw material, and that raw material is Sat Moola Prakriti, which was not created by Satchidananda, it just existed earlier. Am I clear?
No, you
So
said
if we take a thing, we should be able to know. Tell me.
this Sat is not created by Satchidananda, correct? I mean, that's what you explained.
Exactly.
And in this,
Neither Satchit.
neither Satchit, correct. And in this,
Satchit also is not created by Sat.
correct,
Satchit.
correct. And in this example, the raw material is a stone or a rock.
Stone, right.
Okay, and
Right.
so that is Sat,
Exactly.
and that is not created by Satchidananda.
No, stone was created. But to create stone, it needed some raw material.
Okay.
Okay.
That is with reference to Satchidananda, I am telling. Satchidananda created stone.
Got it.
But Satchidananda, to create stone, it needed some raw material. There's a basic Sat which was not created by it, it just existed. That's the entity Sat.
Okay, so I think in similar fashion, the way you earlier explained, the wood is created by Satchidananda, but the the elements needed to create wood is Sat. That was already existed.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, got it.
So in the first level, the basic raw material for Satchidananda was not created by Satchidananda. It existed.
Existed, correct.
Then it created certain things. And these created things by Satchidananda now works out as a raw material for Satchit, that's you and me.
Correct.
It could be stone, it could be mud, it could be wood or anything. Gold, silver, whatever it may be. Iron, anything. It is a raw material for me. That's the next level.
Correct.
But this raw material, wood or iron or steel or whatever it is, it cannot take a shape on its own. It needs another agency. That's maybe Satchit, maybe Satchidananda. That doesn't matter. But on its own, wood cannot become a furniture. We need an agency. So this is how the Vedic science gives us a picture of Sat, Satchit and Satchidananda. And once again I repeat, because at a later stage we should not get confused. Sat, Satchit, Satchidananda, they are three entities. I stress on entity. They existed, exist and will continue to exist. It has no beginning, it has no end. From that, lot of other things come at higher levels. There Satchidananda is a creator, Satchit is a creator or manufacturer, we can say. And Sat is the material out of which it is done, and it cannot take any form on its own because it is inert.
Okay, Sharma ji, I have a question.
Please.
The basic 5 elements, who created those? So did Satchidananda
Five
create?
elements are created by God. But to create those 5 elements, it was not from nothing. There was some basic material, raw material, which was not clearly as these 5 elements. It was one mass. That's what we call it as Mula Prakriti or Ambha. That's the word what Vedas use for that. Ambha is just a mass. Out of that mass, out of that raw material, God created these 5 elements in the first step. 5 elements. Akasha, Vayu, Agni, Jala, Prithvi. And different proportions were there of these 5, and you get the whole universe. That's what I told you in the beginning. That is, this Sat is infinite. Infinite because of the proportions of these 5 elements. The proportions vary, it is something else. That is the second level. First level, Panchabhuta. Earlier to that is Mula Prakriti or Ambaha. That is not created by God. It existed.
So we can say Sat is Ambaha. Sat
Right.
is Ambaha from the beginning. And then the Satchitananda created the 5 elements and everything else came up.
Exactly. Fine. You just study this table and familiarize yourself with the different qualities or nature of Satchit and Satchidananda, because in future we'll be coming across all these things again and again.
Okay.
You can say Sat is, another word for that is Jada.
Jada.
Sat is Jada.
Jada Vritti. We said Jada Vritti.
Jada Vritti is with reference to the human brain, where it is not active.
Correct.
It's dull.
Correct.
Dormant. Okay, that's Jada Vritti, right? Then coming to Satchit, you can call it as Jivatma or just Atma. Atma or Jivatma. Then Satchidananda is what is referred to as Paramatma or God or Vishwa Chetana. Now using that word Vishwa Chetana, you can note down one more point. Satchidananda is Vishwa Chetana and Satchit is Anu Chetana. And Sat is without Chetana. It doesn't have Chaitanya at all. Chaitanya is consciousness, awareness.
Chaitanya.
Satchidananda is?
Satchidananda is Vishwa Chaitanya.
So Chaitanya. Anu Chaitanya.
Anu Chaitanya. Dash, no Chaitanya.
No Chaitanya is here.
This is not all. We have got different other things also. But today I'll stop at this. We have got different other qualities or nature or phenomena of these three things. Many more. That we'll discuss. Now this point, you just make it clear. This is the basic things that we have to understand. If you understand these basic things, all our questions will be aptly answered. Whatever question we have got, why this is so, why this is so, why it is like this, we can answer very comfortably. So I call these points as I was telling, axioms. Axioms, certain things we accept without any proof, which can explain most of our questions. It happens in any subject for that matter. Even if I take mathematics or physics or trees, there also I got axioms, postulates, assumptions, based on which we proceed. The same thing is here also.
The Sat concept alone is a little unclear. Sat is clear. Satchidananda is clear. Satchit is not that clear. Maybe in time.
Satchit. No, you see the point. Satchit means it has got power, but limited. It has got knowledge, limited. It occupies, limited. And it's dependent on tools. Whereas Satchidananda doesn't require any tools, it doesn't depend on anything.
Okay.
So these are the differences what we have got there. Whereas that awareness itself is not there when it comes to Satya. It has got awareness, it has got consciousness, but it is not Sarvajna. It's not Vishwa Chaitanya, it is Anu Chaitanya. It has got capacity to think, capacity to work, but it's limited. But when it comes to Satchidananda, it is Sarvajna, Sarvashakta, Sarvavyapi, like that it comes. So once again, go through this map, what I have given, column 1, 2, 3, and it gives you a picture. Upon that, we will develop so many other things, and so many of our questions will be very clearly answered. That we will see in coming classes. Good night.
Good night.
Dhanyavad.
Thank you.
Namaste. Dhanyavad.